Hi besties, hi bunnies. Coffee's cold, truce brewing. Let's hit the road. Just Machado wheel in hand, time to unfold. Early light breaks, coffee chilling in my grip. Hi besties, hi bunnies, join the trip. Cruising mass highway, spilling secrets for hours. 1 to 3 deep, no holds barred, owning our power. Squad's got my back, riding waves through the storm. Besties and bunnies, keeping it warm. Got that wild spark, singing random and free. Keeping the vibe alive, just you and me. Trolls creeping in, haters twisting the feet. Weak shots flying, but they can't plant the seed. Jabbing at my style, my fire, my rise. Obsessed in the shadows, watching with jealous eyes. Drama stirrers calling grift, but facts don't lie. While y'all fume, my lights touching the sky. Reddit ghosts lurking, basement critique so low. Keep throwing shade, watch this bunny glow. Meow, 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 meow. Hey. Meow, 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 feel it now. Bunny, just Machado show, chasing down the real. Besties and bunnies got that unbreakable seal. Meow, 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 trolls fade away. Truth in the air, lighting up the day. After dark or dawn's first gleam, we claim the throne. Justice rolling, meow, if you're in the zone. Meow. Love to my besties trolls. See a truth awaits. Just Machado show. Buckle up. Meow 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow 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 meow. Feel it now. Meow 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 meow. Bunnies.
You want this? I don't need it. Have a good day. Jesus. Good morning, Ben Rosa. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to 24 on 24. Undoubtedly, without a doubt, with zero doubts, no trace of doubt left in your mind. The #1 morning show at 7:30 a.m. on the south coast of Massachusetts. I'm your host, Jessica Machado. Every single day, I strive to put on some sort of a decent morning drive show for all of you. And I don't fail, actually. I give you the best of the best. You know it, and I know it. Your dad knows it. He's here, actually. Say hi to your dad. Good morning. I can't check my phone. I'm driving. Kimberly sent me a link to a YouTube song, and it says my war anthem. Are we at war? Is there a war happening? I'm not sure. I don't know. Good morning, Lauren. You is kind, you is smart, and you is important. It is one of my favorite lines from a movie I have never seen, but think I have seen the whole movie because I've essentially seen every reel there is made to man for the movie The Help. We are currently in the phase of the universe where you have built an algorithm that will show you a whole movie just in a bunch of clips. And fuck you to the people who post the clips, but they add like words to the screen or something like that. Distracting. Just upload the clip like a regular human. I just want to let you know, I am not in the facet of humanity that has ever uploaded anything to the internet for everybody else to consume. Like back in the day, like on LimeWire, there was no chance I had a song that I put on my computer that was being lifted by you and your friends on and being burned onto CDs. It was not me. And in 2026, if you see a clip of a movie or a remix of something, that was also not me. I've always wondered, who are those people? Who are the people that go, you know what? You know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to upload Shoop by Salt and Pepper onto my computer and make it so that the internet can see it and they can download it and they can listen to it themselves. Who are you and where are you where you are currently uploading 1 through 14 clips of women who kill, and the one where the girl she befriends her husband's mistress, and then she plots to kill her husband by using the abusive husband of her next door neighbor. Who are you where you have that whole movie or show on your laptop or your computer or your phone, and then you take the time to upload it and go part 1, part 2, part 3? Who are you? I could never. I don't even ever aspire to do it. But I'm so like grateful for the people that do, I guess. Like, I don't know what's happening, but I remember like downloading songs from LimeWire and being like, I don't know who the fuck this is, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So good morning. Yeah. It's wedding week. I don't like to say it because I don't want to bring attention to it, but how can I not bring attention to it? It's like the biggest thing going on in my life. But we don't want to talk about it for privacy because the trolls are mean. We try not to talk. I want to talk more about it. I guess I'll have to talk about all of the things after the fact. My child showed up at my house yesterday. I did a thread about it while it was happening. So I was just sitting at my desk while she was there, throwing clothes out of the closet like a cartoon character. And I was like, oh, let me tweet about this, just like to document it. I didn't really know why I was doing it, but I will say this. There is more often than I expected moments throughout wedding planning, or as we get closer to the wedding, where I recognize how important it is to have a mother that is rooting for you. I don't want to lament on my own life, but I don't know. I don't know what my life would have been like if I had the support system that my children have. You know what I mean? Like just me hyping her up and also being level-headed and supportive and doing all of the smallest of things. I just didn't have that. I'm not bitter about it, but I certainly feel like I'm wondering a lot about it lately. You know what I mean? I also, it's very difficult to talk about, and out of respect for my mother, I won't say too much, but it is, we'll talk about it post-wedding. It is very difficult to watch my mother get excited and like talk about these things with my daughter when she was not there for me for those things. It happens every time there's something like, important in our lives, like a graduation or a birthday party or anything like that. I get angry that my mom can be so enthusiastic and loving and supportive. But I did not experience that myself. So it's a really weird feeling to have that I am perpetually suppressing currently as we go on so that I stay in the right mental state and mental frame of mind. I can't not say it because it's what I'm thinking every day. You know what I mean? Like I hear it and I go, I mean, I could have taken like 1/10 of that, you know what I mean? Back in the day. Thanks. But whatever. But would I have been the mother I am if it weren't for that? I don't really know. Anyway, it is a undercurrent of what's going on, and I am 100% suppressing it every chance I get. I ignore it. I discipline myself. We're not bringing it up. We're not scoffing. We're not even reacting. We're not eye rolling. We're doing nothing. We are being tested, and we are staying in the right headspace. Felt good to vent about that right now, and that's the extent of it. Anyway, push that shit down is exactly accurate. We can't just blame Greg, Lauren. We give Greg is the I would blame Greg for absolutely everything if it weren't for the fact that when I like think or talk about him, I get triggered. But like, we could just like basically use that as like the stamp of like everything. Like, oh, like fucking shit went wrong today, Greg. You know what I mean? Let's just fucking, I don't know. Deep thoughts this morning, a little bit, because it's exactly how I've been feeling. Like when Georgia was her prom, you know, my mom was just like so excited and taking pictures and saying she looked beautiful. And like my prom experience was like nothing like that at all. And I'm very resentful for that. And I've managed to get through 30 years of like, you know, living without being like a bitch about it. But also at the same time, I don't want to fucking see that. Like, if you understand today how valuable it is, how come you didn't understand it back then? You know, why did I have to fucking, whatever, not getting into it, not getting into it, I wasn't even allowed to go to my prom. Greg forbid it. And I crashed out and was like, I have been giving you people my fucking paycheck for the past 2.5 fucking years. You have all my money. I want money so I can go get a fucking prom dress. I want money. I had to fight for it. TT will tell you. And then I made my mother drive me to the Neshaminy Mall to go and look for a fucking dress, but she wouldn't take me to any place where prom dresses were. We had to go to stupid stores in the mall, and I got a stupid black fucking cocktail dress. It was hideous. I hated it. I didn't look pretty. I didn't feel pretty. I was embarrassed. You're supposed to be where you look and feel your best. This is whatever. Anyway, we made an agenda for our show today. I'm wondering if I don't know, I'm going to have to see, like, can you see it like that? Like, you can see the agenda in the show, like, thing. I never put it there, but I was thinking about, like, why not? Let's set ourselves up for success every day. See, like, little ways that we try to make things a little better. I love my it will end in tears sign. That's my favorite. Wait, if I click on it, what happens? Do you see? This is the lobsters are too yeah, we put the agenda in the thing. Oh, cool. It's lobster season. It's officially fucking lobster season, okay? My goal is to eat as much lobster as I can this summer. That's it. Lobster sandwiches, lobster salads, straight up lobsters with butter, lobster everything. Also, it's lobster season for clothing, lobster clothing sweatshirts, lobster pocketbooks, lobster earrings. Lobby season is in effect. That's it. We're going to do what I do with everything in life. We're going to go completely overboard with the whole thing. Lobsters are not only good to eat, but they are also good to watch. They're super cute in the tank. Also, lobsters are good for decorations. Hence my lobster pillow that my husband bought for me for Mother's Day, which is so charming and I absolutely love it. I have some lobster earrings that I got when I went to Pensacola. Lobsters everywhere. Lobsters, okay? Lobby season. That's all I just want to say. I just want to it's lobster season. That's it. I'm going to one day drive to the docks in New Bedford on the New Bedford State Pier and find somebody that's got lobsters coming right off the boat. And I'm going to fucking go and ask if I can buy them and take them home and boil them and eat them. And I don't care. I put them right in the water and I kill them. and then I eat them. You're my lobster. Look how cute the emoji is. Look at the emoji. Look how charming. I know that girl. Her name is Stephanie. She always looks so great. Yep, that's her Stephanie Primo. I know you don't listen to my show. Maybe you do. I don't know. But shout out to Stephanie Primo. She has a BMW with a license plate that says Primo. Her dad used to be an attorney, or maybe he still is. I'm not sure. And he used to come into my restaurant, Sweets Cafe. And he was hysterical. I mean, just look at the lobby, little. Oh, the lobster fisherman in Maine with the YouTube channel. He is adorable. Oh, you mean the one where he takes the lobsters out and then he takes off all of the crunchy things that are on the lobsters and he looks at them and then he puts a little fish inside their claw before he throws the mamas back into the ocean? Oh, you mean the lobster fisherman from Maine who went and bought like these houses that he's renovated that he rents out? Oh, you mean that lobster fisherman? Yes, I know all about him. Sorry if you have on earbuds. I'm offended that you don't think that I watched the lobster fisherman from Maine. Come on. He's a lobster fisherman and he takes them out and sometimes they have eggs and so it's a mama and he takes all of the things off of her and the barnacles and then before he throws them back in the ocean, he gives them a little fish, like a little snack. Like I'm going to get right now.
Good morning, welcome to society. What can I get for you today?
Is the largest size coffee you have just the large iced?
Yes, I have small or larges.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take a large iced white chocolate pistachio made with whole milk.
Made with whole milk?
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
I think I would like a cinnamon roll.
A cinnamon roll. Would you like that heated?
I think so.
Yeah. All right.
Can I have a fork with it?
What was that? You're welcome.
Can I have a fork with it?
Sorry, if I missed your hairdresser. You want to do 4 of them?
No, a fork.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
No, that's
Anything else at all?
no, that's it.
All right,
Thanks.
1337 to total.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
4. Listen, we are how many days away from the wedding? I fit in my dress. That's it. I'm having a fucking cinnamon roll today. We're going on a field trip. We're going on a field trip. My dad used to put pencils in their claws and let them walk in the kitchen before throwing them in the pot. That's fantastic. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Moons. Moons over her hammy and Oceans Behave. Obviously, Avi has started a show. It's called Ocean Moons, and they're getting better. They are getting better. They are getting better. And I am impressed. It's also aesthetically very pleasing. It's like this purple blue. I don't know what it is. But they're doing wonderful, girls. Wonderful. Makeup was on point yesterday, too, both of you, by the way. Oceans had on some blue, like some lipstick, and Moons had on like a good bronzer or something. Anyway, here's a hint for anybody who does makeup. I mean, does shows. You got to go over the top extra hard on all your makeup for it to even make a difference on camera. So, for example, I look like a clown walking around my house in the minutes before I do Bunny After Dark. It's over the top. But it doesn't really look that way on camera. Eileen, do you wing your shows or prepare your content? I find it amazing how you can have one-sided convos and talk. I'm not being negative. I'm impressed by people that can. I would say 50% of the time there's this, I think one of the besties called it like this show is like a stream of consciousness. I just talk. I try not to look at the chat because it can like determine where I go with things. I am trying to make this a little bit more of a formal type of show and not an absolute bloodbath that I present every day. So today's the first day where I put up like a little agenda. The key to my shows is I wake up in the morning and I go on Instagram and I scroll on Instagram. That is like my algorithm I've built brick by brick, and it feeds to my soul, and it sometimes will resonate here. I don't really know. I do understand what I can do here. I understand that I can sit here and talk while driving, not looking at a screen, not doing anything, and I can just talk. I am a good storyteller. I like to be funny, and I'm opinionated. Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Actually, my favorite Kesha song, which is so fucking stupid to say that because nobody should have a favorite Kesha song, but my favorite Kesha song is Praying. And if you don't know that song, you can go listen to it. You almost had me fooled, that song. But I was on my way to court for a restraining order hearing for the one that had been renewed against me 2 previous times. And I had a feeling that it was going to get dropped that day because I was different than I had been the year before. I knew the law. I knew how to argue my case in court. And I knew that I was prepared, where previously I didn't know what I was doing. And I was driving to court. Jeff was with me. I have to drive. I'm driving to court. And I was like, I'm going to play some music. Just don't talk to me. I need to get locked in. And I played Praying on the way to court, and I was screaming it in my car. Like there was something like, is it guttural, like in my fucking guts that I was screaming. And that was not the one that you heard. No, that was the one, the court hearing you heard was me defending myself against Holly McNamara, where she was trying to get a restraining order against me, which I swear to God is the craziest fucking thing in the world when I think about that. That's the audio you heard. The other one, I should get that. I should get the audio from the one where the restraining order was finally dropped. And the judge was just like, I just don't, this is not harassment. Like there's no reason for this. Anyway, I was listening to that. And I always think about that song and how it was just like locked in. Like fuck off. You know what I mean? Good luck. Hope you're down on your knees praying. Good morning, Heather. Good morning. So it's lobster season. That's all I want to tell you. That's it. It's lobster season. Lobsters for everything. Lobsters everywhere. I will tell you, when Jeff and I went to the beach over the weekend, we stopped at McRae's, and the prices for seafood are off the motherfucking rails. I think I saw a lobster roll for $35. Now, I get it. That sounds normal, right? There's just nothing fucking normal about a $40 lobster sandwich. Why? I can go buy a lobster. What are you doing? Why is it $40? Just take a 2-pound lobster and cut it up. How much is a 2-pound lobster? Why are we paying that much? It's a goddamn line here today. What the fuck? All right. Sorry about the swearing. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. All right. Okay. I made my parents and my mother-in-law lobster rolls last week and $140. Market basket is $8.99 a pound. Lobster is not for the poor. It's not fair. It isn't fair. All right, let's move on to the next agenda item. We'll have plenty of things to talk about. Guys, what is happening with that guy, that guy, Nick Rekeita? What's happening with this guy? Can I say something? Okay, all right, it's confession time. These are my confessions. All right, here's the confession time. I usually default to everything Jimmy does. Like, Jimmy can do no fucking wrong. That's my take. Jimmy can do no wrong. He texted me at like 5:45 this morning and was like, we need to record this song. And I was like, 5:45. Was he up all night? Did he do a stream? Whatever. So like, I Jimmy just can do no wrong. He is just superior talent. That's it. He's superior talent. However, when he had Nick Rekeita on his show, I remember talking to him, and it's like, I don't think I like that guy. And he's like, well, he's got a really great story. Like, you know, he got canceled and drugs, and he kind of like rebuilt his life. And I was still like, nah. I'm not sure. I just like, I don't want to get anybody upset. I'm just saying, like, I like what I like, and I don't like what I don't like, and I didn't like Nick Rekeita. I don't want him to fail, and I don't want him to hurt himself or anybody else. And it's fine, but what's happening like today, like between yesterday and today? Because the man is going on the interwebs and telling people he wants to grape people, their grandmothers, in front of judges. He is crashing out, and I can't tell, is this a bit? Is this some sort of a bit? Is it a skit? What am I watching? I just need to know what emotion I'm supposed to feel when I see it. Is that his personality? What's happening? I can laugh, but like, is it the kind of like I can laugh in my car alone? Or, you know what I mean? Because I'm just saying, like, okay, so for someone who doesn't follow him, doesn't watch his shows, I can't tell, Nick. I can't tell. I don't know what's happening. Okay, you know what? I'm so done with you. I'm so done with you. I want to just give in to my inner feeling with you, Nicola or Nicola. Like, it's so too much lately. It's a joke you don't get. Yeah, there's a joke you don't get. Like, ew. So my take is, if I only know the story I know, and I'm not my first thought was, is he back on the wagon? Did something bad off the wagon? He fell off the wagon again. That's what I was thinking. Like, did something happen? Like, is he doing drugs right now? Like, that's what it was giving. Like, I wasn't sure. That's all I'm saying. I wasn't really sure. And I don't know the whole story. I know Jimmy told me a little bit about it. What does this say? You should add a few sentences that came in before that statement to put it in context. What do you mean? I don't know any other statement. I don't know. My timeline. Hi, good morning. I'm good. How are you?
White chocolate pistachio, the cinnamon roll?
Yeah.
It's $13.37.
Thanks. Is that a cinnamon roll?
Yeah, those are our new cinnamon rolls. We get them from Seven Stars Bakery.
Oh,
Not the from scratch ones anymore.
oh,
Do you not want it?
no. Just give it to the person behind me. That's not a cinnamon roll, is it?
Yeah,
Can I see it? The other ones have like frosting on them, right? Is
Yeah,
that-
they did. Yeah, these ones are like, I would say it's like a coffee roll. It doesn't have any icing on. Sorry about that.
That's very deceptive, you guys. I've had them before. That's not what it's. Sorry, it's okay. You can just give it to the person behind it. I didn't touch it or anything.
Okay, I'll refund it.
No, it's okay. Give it to the person behind me.
Sure?
You guys get, yeah, of course.
I don't mind doing it.
No, it's okay. Not at all. I don't get that upset about that kind of thing. I never order it. And today I was like, oh yeah, I've been dieting to get ready for my daughter's wedding. And I haven't had one in so long. And I was like, nope, the wedding's this weekend. I can do it.
She did open her.
I know. I'm going to head over there right now. I'm going to head over there
I'm
now.
sorry
It's all right.
about that.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Same. Thank you. So crazy. Crazy. I wish I had kept it just to show you. Okay, you know what a fucking cinnamon roll is, correct? It's a cinnamon roll. It's got frosting. So I think I've only had them here once, but it's like a Cinnabon cinnamon roll. Okay. And it has frosting on it. That's why I asked for a fork. And when I got to the window, she handed me the bag and I knew it wasn't right away because the bag was like light. And I like opened it up and it's like, it's not a cinnamon roll. It's like a croissant type thing or whatever. And I was like, is that a cinnamon roll? She's like, yeah. Bitch, you can't fool me. This is not what you've had on your menu for the past year. So shout out to the bestie. Somebody sent it to me. So there was a bakery here in town called From Scratch. Remember when I was at the parking lot that day and I told you that they had just opened a bakery? From Scratch used to provide baked goods to society. And now From Scratch has gotten so big, they opened a storefront. And it sounds to me like they no longer do business with society. It looks like they're in competition with each other because From Scratch also has coffee drinks. Now, I would normally not even take a ride over to this place, but it's almost like the universe is telling me, like, let's go check out For Scratch. Now, I love society, obviously. However, I was rooting for For Scratch or From Scratch because they were a small little storefront in this building over here where I had a office for my school committee campaign. And they were just in this little space down there. So now we're going to go get the cinnamon buns now from them. And here's my problem. I don't want to walk in public because I have on my Nike slides and I'm getting a pedicure on Thursday for the wedding. So my toes aren't the best. I would normally not be out in public. But with that being said, I had in my mind I wanted one of these, and now I have to drive to the other part of town to go and get them. I wonder what happened. Did For Scratch say they didn't want to sell their product there anymore? Or did society say, now that you're going to open up a bigger storefront, that we don't want your product anymore? Bad move on society's part if that's the case. Good morning. So anyway, as far as Nick Rekeita goes, I don't know him enough. Like, obviously there are people who are here that are fans of his and watch his stuff. I didn't know if he was crashing out, if he was on drugs again. Like, when I'm in X and this thing just kept showing up on my newsfeed, it was like everybody was sharing it. People were talking about it. And then it was just like a bunch of other comments that I was seeing, like he's like your grandma, and I was like, wait, what's happening? So I guess the only reason I put it up was I don't know what's happening with them. I hope he wasn't crashing out. That was my hope. I was hoping that it wasn't like bad. I don't know the lore. I don't know anything about him. I'm like, you know, some people aren't my thing. You know what I mean? I also have a real issue with people who wear fucking sunglasses on YouTube channels. I have a problem with it. Sorry, Jessica Walsh. Sorry, Rekeita. Sorry, what's that other guy? He does a show with Emily C. Was Emily what's his name? You know the name. The expert. It's the what I just if I gotta look at the screen and make eye contact with the besties, you gotta too. I want to see your eyes. I need to know what you're really thinking. I can't believe we're driving all the way over here. I can't believe I'm actually gonna. Now I'm wondering if it's the Lord telling me you don't go here. If you have to drive to the other part of town to go get a cinnamon roll, should you even be getting it? I just felt like I've been doing my part to lose the weight. And why can't I just today, like, just say I want to have one? And now I got to drive over here. It's fine. We're going. They better be open. They better be open. We are back in the parking lot of the old Bank of America. Lots of trucks. Lots of men. They are open. Let's go give them some business. I'm going to take you in with me. There is not a person here. This is kind of... I'm taking you with me. That place right there. From Scratch Desserts. I don't even see a person. This feels wrong. You see me in public right now. Don't judge me. Okay. I'm not kidding you. I don't see one single solitary person. I don't know what I'm looking at. Hi. Good. How are you? All right. I didn't want to I didn't want to talk because maybe there was some tea and we didn't want to. I'm going to fill you in. Just give me a minute. Okay. So if you're in Somerset, you should go to From Scratch Desserts because they have the desserts. Now, whoops. Hold on. This is why I said fork. Like that's the cinnamon roll. That is not what I got from the other place. All right. So there's nobody in there. It's completely empty. That sucks. That sucks. It looks like a square, but it's not. Like this thing is massive. We want a bite. We're going to have a bite. It's like there's nobody in there. Oh, no. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Like that's a fucking cinnamon roll. I don't even know what that lady. All right. I can't tell you what she said because I'm not going to start a fucking coffee shop war in Somerset. I'm not doing it. That is definitely not yesterday's cinnamon roll. That is a fresh cinnamon roll. We're not going to. We're not gonna start a war in town, but there's definitely a soap opera vibe happening here that I want to talk about, but I can't because it affects people's business. Now, I just want to say one thing. From Scratch has a white chocolate pistachio latte on their menu. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I think something happened. I think there's a fight going on with these people. I think that there's some similarities between the brands, black and white. They're both black and white. The aesthetic inside From Scratch is looking eerily similar to the aesthetic inside Society. Society was definitely here first, I think. I'm just not sure what we're dealing with here. It looks like to me that there is some sort of competition. Now, I don't want to get involved, but every part of me wants to get involved in what's going on here. So you mean to tell me that Society Coffee was getting baked goods from Scratch, including their absolutely epic cinnamon roll. And then From Scratch decides to go from a small little bakery to now a storefront. And Society no longer sells their products and they have cheap ass fucking shit in its place. And they don't tell us that they don't have it anymore. They don't even rebrand. So it's like a bait and switch. And then when you go over to From Scratch, they got it. But the inside of From Scratch looks like the inside of Society, except they have no furniture yet. Julia told me they also have very similar social medias on Instagram. I don't even know what to think or say, but luckily for me, I'm not in the business of having fucking cinnamon rolls every day of my life, despite what you fucking may think. This was a special occasion. I've been having fucking hummus and chopped salads every day for the past 2-3 months. Speaking of that, I made the best chopped salad yesterday. I know it's not on the agenda, but get chopped lettuce, like from these chopped kits. You know the kits that they make, like they have at the store? Like it's like a Southwest chicken chopped salad. Buy the best bag with the best lettuce. Throw all the other things away. You don't need those things. You just want the chopped lettuce. And then I diced up 1 gala apple in like little tiny pieces. And then I get this like breaded Purdue chicken breast, like Georgia legs on salad. I take one of those, just one, and I chop that up into tiny, tiny, tiny pieces. And then I take cheese, like the cheese you put on a cheese tray, like, the New York aged cheddar, and I cut that into tiny, tiny, tiny pieces. Everything has to be the same size. And then I take raw almonds and I chop those like in half, kind of like really rough chop. And those all go. So it's all, and then I eat it with a fucking spoon. And a good dressing. Depends what I have in there. I'm not too picky. I think yesterday I had like a poppy seed, Newman's Own poppy seed dressing or something like that. Just chop everything and eat it. Why do you have to struggle with a salad to like pick up things with your fork? The best way to eat a salad is with a spoon. Did I just see Jimmy just say, I haven't ruled out Amy Carnivale? Is he, oh my God. The fact that Jimmy even knows who Amy Carnivale is makes me fucking die. Die. Like, the salad needs to be, it's a spoon. Spoon. I don't like forks in general. I will always default to a spoon if I can. Like, if I make American chop suey with elbows, I'm eating it with a spoon. Why do I have to, like, have a fork where things fall off of it? Food needs a cradle to be shoved into my fucking mouth. So, spoons. No, not even sporks. No, spoons. I'm 50. Everything I eat should be soft enough that it's in a spoon. I just want spoons. Salads and spoons, American chop suey with spoons. I mean, obviously we can't have steak with spoons, but if I could cut all of my steak into small pieces with some butternut squash, I would eat it with a spoon. Anyway. I don't even want to get into it, but I have a special spoon. When I was yard sailing 2 summers ago, somebody was having an estate sale. This wonderful Jewish family, the matriarch of the family died. Their house was going up for sale, and the family did an estate sale in there. And I scored one of my most prized possessions in life now. Over any Pyrex that I have, I scored a set of silver. Okay, a silver set. In a box, like the very nice box with the velvet on the inside, a full set of silver. Original in its case with like the polishing cloths and all of these things. Inside that case were some additional extra pieces of silver that I managed to finesse. I was like, well, this is silver. Yes. So I get this spoon and it's real silver and it's like perfect. It's the round spoon, kind of like a teaspoon, like the tea ones, like you can put the tea bags on. Anyway, that is the spoon that I use for everything. Nobody else is allowed to use that spoon. If somebody does use that spoon, I get mad at them. And it is just my spoon. It's my special spoon. I use the fucking silver spoon for like my everyday life. Also, it's not on the agenda. Not on the agenda. But when I was a kid, I would go to my grandma and grandpa's house, and my grandma would make a coffee for herself every day, and I would ask my grandma to make me one. Now, growing up in the house under Hitler, aka Greg, we could not have any of these things in life. We could not have snacks. We couldn't have none of it. What's happening with this thing? I feel like you deserve a better visual of where yeah. Nope. Also, no. What are we doing? Ah! Oh no, I took it down while I'm driving on the highway. Jessica, that's not going to work either. I got to fix it. Shit. Leave it alone. We have to wait. Stand by. So we couldn't have anything like that. Like, there was no food. Greg wouldn't let me have food. No, Jesus. No snacks, no food, none of that stuff. Well, I go to my grandma's, and grandma would make me a Sanka coffee. Here's how she made it. She took a coffee mug and she put 1 scoop of Sanka in the cup and 2 spoonfuls of sugar. And I would sit there and I would mix the sugar with the Sanka powders, you know what I mean? Until the water that was on the tea kettle was boiling. And then we would add the water to it and we would add milk, no cream, pour, so just milk. And then my grandmother would give me like 5 Brenton crackers, you know, Brenton, Brenton, I think they're called. They were in the brown, long, skinny box. I'd get 5 of those and a spoon. And then I'd have to go sit at the kitchen table and I would crumble my crackers one by one into the Sanka and scoop them out with the spoon and eat them. And that was my breakfast. That was my breakfast. Sanka and crackers, butter crackers. It hits. Sometimes I do it now. Also, there was another kind of cracker that she used to get. It was like it was by Keebler. Oh my God, Jesus. It was by Keebler, and it was like a butter type cracker. I don't really know, but they discontinued it. And I was like upset, and my grandmother was very upset by it. And I wrote them. I probably was in 5th or 6th grade. 6th grade. And I wrote Keebler and asked why they discontinued this cracker. And they sent me a letter. And they said that they did, I remember it was like we did product changes or something, but here's a bunch of coupons for some free. Wow, we have just fucked up. Oh my God. Here's coupons for some of the free new ones that we've changed and have those. So this is the first time I was a Karen, essentially. It's the first time in my life being a Karen. This is definitely the exit, but we're just going to go in because we don't care. We just do what we want. Bunch of guys here, Jessica Walsh. Let me ask, are you single? I have to fix this. I don't like this. It's not. Ugh. What is happening? I cannot. Oh boy. When I tell you I am so stressed out over this right now, I do not know why this is happening. I don't know what happened. I suspect Jeffrey and his large, aggressive hands did this. Why do you... Oh my God, this is just... Why is it that all you see is this stupid thing? Why do you see that? Like, why do you... It's too much dashboard, correct? Am I wrong? Is this too much dashboard? Help me. Is this too distracting? Is this video not good? Hold on. Oh. Did I switch the wrong lens? No, it's distracting. Is there a zoom button? I don't think there's a zoom button on. Does that arm bend? That's what I was trying to do. Oh. Jesus Christ. What a fucking shit show this is. God damn it! I just... I don't know. I don't know. I can't see the comments. It's making me sad. That's fine. That'll do. It looks like it's going to fall off, but it's fine. We're going to go with that, okay? I'll use the other phone. That's good. All right. Okay. Fine. We're going to leave it like that. If it falls, it falls. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Press. What? Oh, I'm in neutral. Jesus, Jessica. Okay, we're good. All right. Okay, what was I saying before that crash out? What was I saying? What was I talking about before the crash out? Good morning, Sonia. Spoons. I know. I forgot too. I know. I have that. I have that effect on people. Now, I don't want anybody who's from Fall River or this area to even start getting excited. I know exactly where you think I'm going. I know you see that right there is the Bally's Casino. I understand. I 100% get it. We're not going there. Bye, casino. Bye. I was just kind of like going for a ride to reset myself. And it's turned into a very stressful situation with the camera. Anyway, over here on the right-hand side is the place where I got my food. It's called Rekeita Seafood. You'll see it there on the left. That is the place where Jeffrey and I went and got our clam cakes the other day. Anyway, remember when I said that there's a drive that I take and you go all the way out, and when you get to the end, we either go to the left to go to Elephant Rock or we go to the right to go. This is the drive. Okay. Now I'm embarking on days of stress and lots of things. We're going to be starting a whole schedule of things that need to be done. And so I wanted to recenter myself this morning, and it's all gone awry. It was, let's just go to society and get a coffee and a sweet treat. Then we heard about this bakery drama. Then my phone thing wasn't working. It's fine. We're resetting. This is the goal. This is what we're supposed to be doing. I think. Over here, down the street, right down there, that road right there, Pelletier. Over there's a road, it's called Pelletier, okay? And I used to drive down there because there's like a little pond and there's water. Well, one day Jeffrey and I, we're going back. Fuck it. This is the time to do it. Jeffrey and I were driving, and there is an abandoned house on the water over here. And Jeffrey and I joked, like, could we squat here? What are the rules about squatting? Because we're just going to go. Let's go see it. Nobody comes down here unless you live down here. Hi. I just nodded my head to that guy. And this is too jittery. This is moving too much. Don't you agree? The house is empty, or it was last fall. It's possible somebody has done something with it. I should look it up on records for housing, but I'm only used to mass land records. Lauren Tansey, you find this. You know how to find the things. Just see where I'm at here. We're just going to go and we're going to look and see the status of this house. Is it empty? I don't know. Could I squat? What's the rules? What if I want to give it love? Would anybody object if I moved in and squatted just for the summer? It's on a lake and I need to fish. See, we're in this weird area. It's a dead end, by the way. Did you see the sign? It has a sign. It says danger. And it's blocked off. I knew it. I knew it couldn't last forever. I knew it. Oh, wait. Is that the one or is it this other one? You see? Look at the water. Like, look at this. Oh. Wait, is that the one that was abandoned? I don't remember seeing all of that over there. Yeah, that is the one. So now there's all some sort of interesting things going on. This one also looks a little abandoned. But the one that we were looking at is this one. It's got the outhouse outside. It's got a truck in it. There's an American flag. Yep, this was the one. And now it says danger, controlled access zone, authorized personnel only. Yep, that's the one. That's it. Son of a bitch. Well, Jeffrey, if you're listening, our dreams of squatting on a pond-side cottage that had been abandoned for 17 years have now been stolen from us. You know what? If I were to do it, that's the way I would do it. I'd put up all this, controlled access area, unauthorized access. You'll be shot on site to make people think I actually belong there. That guy is probably a squatter. He just beat me to it. He figured out, look what it did. It made me turn around and drive away. I can't go there anymore. This was my dream. I wanted to fish right over there. Jeffrey is actually going to be so upset. I'm going to call him. I really do think that those people are also squatting and they are just doing it in a better way. I'd be there and be like, hi, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be here. Those people are like, no access, get out of here. We'll shoot you on sight. Hi, Mother. Mother, remember that house near the pond when we go out to the beach that we said we were going to go squat in? Somebody else is squatting in it. They beat us to it.
Okay.
So we can't live there anymore, Mother. Are you in the office around some people where you can't talk Meowser to me?
Much.
Oh, is Isn't that interesting, Mauser? You have Mauser shame?
No, just this week.
You have shame. I'll remember that. Wow, Meowser. Wow. Wow. That sucks. Anyway, this is the drive that we usually go out to. I could drive this with my eyes closed, go all the way down to the end. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. All right, while we're waiting, let me see what was on my agenda. So I hope that lawyer guy, the Rekeita guy, isn't really crashing out. Like, basically, I just want to let him know, this is a message to Nick Rekeita. I want to let you know that your aggressive statements on raping grandmas in front of judges made me think that you were partaking in drugs. And I was just like, is this now something that I want to watch? Do I want to pay attention to this? What's happening? It sounds to me from what the chat is saying that this is like a joke and it's all funny, so we have nothing to worry about. But like my drama radar was up and I was like watching. So if it's all just a joke, it's fine. Go back to what you were doing. It's okay. I was interested. That's all I'm basically saying. I was interested. Somebody remind me at a later date that my husband literally would not talk to me in Meowser language because he was in the office around his coworkers. I'll remember that, Meowser. All right. We're coming up on an intersection over here. This is Tiverton. Up here on the other side of like the light, so not on the sides to the left and to the right here, but the next, there's a bank over there now. But back in the day, there used to be a store. I feel like it was called Guimond Farms or something like that. The place was a fire hazard. The whole thing was like small and rickety rackety, and you could walk through it. I remember going there with my grandma a lot, but anyway, it was knocked down and they built a bank. If you take a left over here, maybe we'll check on the way back. I'm not really sure. We'll see how we're doing. If you take a left over here, there's actually a flea market over here. Now, I have a little bit of an issue with this flea market because they don't regulate it, but some people sell animals in there, like chicks and chickens and things like that. I don't know. I have issues with that. This is our favorite Pine House, the restaurant Jeffrey and I go to on the right-hand side, the one that they make like everything from scratch there. Their bread. If you've ever seen like on a Saturday, Jeff and I like going out to dinner, that is our new spot. Well, not new. I mean, since last year. They have a wonderful bartender. She's a perfect bartender, like the perfect amount of like talking to you, but leaving you alone. Knows exactly who we are when we walk in the door, knows exactly what I order for a drink, which is the blue bottle Moscato. It's ice cold. Their wine glasses, and I'm not a picky girl when it comes to anything, but their wine glasses are the ones that are like very thin at the top. So like there's something about that Moscato. It comes in the small little bottles, individual bottles, blue, they're blue bottles. And she pours it. It's ice cold. It goes into that glass with the thin like lip area. And it is the best drink ever. On occasion, I've been known to have 2 of them. I admit, and we talk about alcohol because we were talking about the bar scene and stuff like that. I just drink so much less today than I did even 5 years ago. You know, on a Saturday, like Jeff and I would alternate between who is going to drink. Almost always, like if I wanted to drink, Jeff would not drink so he could drive. But I mean, I just don't feel like, I don't want to feel not good the next day. And by no means was I getting drunk. I would probably say the last time I got drunk was like 4 years ago. Like it's been years. Where I like the next day I was like, ugh, why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we put our bodies through that? Now, lots of discussion about the wedding and will I be drinking, and I can't. Who's going to be in charge? I have to be in charge of the whole wedding. I have to make sure everything goes okay, everything goes smooth, that my daughter can drink if she wants to, and that's it. I have been thinking a lot about, like, so Jeff went to go pick up his tux yesterday. They called him and wanted to do a final fitting, and he went to pick up his tux, and he called me, and he was like, Julie was there. It was when she was pulling all the clothes out of the closet, and Jeff was just like getting so excited. And he's like, there's nothing a Portuguese guy loves more than getting a tuxedo for a wedding. And I don't know if that's legit, but Jeff was very excited to get his tux. And then we were talking about how, like, I think everybody is now getting excited. Like, now everybody, like, all of the stuff is done and everybody is getting really excited. I am too. I'm getting very excited to, like, I'm very excited for Ron to see his daughter get married. I know he's going to be an absolute blubbering sad sack. If anybody knows Ron, there's no way to describe Ron. He is intimidating, angry, mean, aggressive person in life. He has no filter. Like, Ron has a confidence that is, like, unmatched. Like, Ron exists in a space where he thinks, like, he is the best thing ever. And he doesn't give a fuck about anybody else but himself or his being over. But at the same time, he is, like, the softest, nicest person and can be unbelievably helpful. There's a reason why people who are in jams go to Ron, because he'll give you one chance. He'll give you one chance. If you need money, you go to Ron, you pay him back. You can come back and ask for money again. But if you borrow money from him and you don't pay it back, don't ever fucking come around again. Don't ever fucking talk to him. You're dead to him. He won't ask for the money back. He won't send anybody after you, but you can never come back to him. Waitresses that worked for him that were in bad situations with their boyfriends. Ron has literally put these girls in apartments. But when it comes to Julia, forget it. I mean, it's his only child. It's just do anything for his daughter. And I think the goal was to her college and she loves, and this is great, and it's wonderful. He's retired, and it all coordinates with him having sold the business. And really, I talked to him the other day, and he's just really looking forward to it. He's excited. So everybody is getting excited. Jack is excited. Georgia is stressed, which is stressing me out. Georgia is stressed, but Georgia is just so, like, everything has to be just so. Like, this morning, I cleaned her room yesterday. Did I even update you on this? I cleaned Georgia's room yesterday. I didn't take any pictures. I'm not going to, embarrass my child like this, but her room was an absolute fucking pit. And I spent 2.5 hours up there organizing and cleaning. The only thing I didn't ultimately get to is her vanity area. Now, she has a desk, and she has, like, a mirror with lights on it. And I said, can we just get rid of this and buy you one of those vanities, like, to put your makeup on? And she said, is they're too far away from the mirror. It needs to be, like, close. And I never really thought about that. But it is true. Like, why would you get one of those vanity desks with the mirror in the back if you can't get close to it? So she doesn't want it. So she's going to organize it. I'm going to have to do some things I heard. George's room is, like, no, like, this, guys, I wish I could show you. Every single of wall has something on it. Posters, magazine clippings, dried flowers from her boyfriend. It's just every single inch of the wall is covered in something. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. And I was so sad at her because there's clothes on every inch of her floor, and underneath all of those was the clothes for her birthday when we went shopping. And when we went out shopping for your birthday shirts, why are they on the floor? She's like, oh, I forgot. I didn't even have them. It's like, so we took them out of the bags, we hung them up, and she was wearing one of them today. Surprise. All right, here's what I was talking about. So right now we're getting to the middle spot. Over here is the yellow. This is where Simmons was, the store. It's gone. If you go over here to the right, that will lead you to South Shore. This is going to lead you. Well, technically we're in Adamsville, Rhode Island right now. Technically. Over here on the left-hand side was where the barn restaurant was. It says closed. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm not okay. Fuckers. From the day that I could drive, and I got my own car when I was 19, I would come out to this drive by myself. There are so many different things and memories attached to this drive. So we're still in Adamsville. At some point it becomes like Westport. Down here is like a little area where you can park. Sometimes you'll see there'll be people painting over there. I bought a Volvo off of a guy over here. I'll show you his house where I don't know if he's still here. It's been a long time, but he basically restored Volvos. So this is a fork in the road, literally. See the fork? Somebody stole that. Right here on the left-hand side is the guy that used to restore Volvos. I bought a Volvo off of him. Over here on the left-hand side, there was a house that showed up on Craigslist for rent. And I obviously knew it well. And I was looking for a rental when I left Jack and George's dad. And so I contacted the guy, and I couldn't believe it, that the house was for rent. And it was $1,000 a month. So that's going back how many years? You know, like 14 years ago, 15 years ago. That's it right there on the left-hand side. We just passed it. And the guy showed up to show it to me. And he said he didn't have the key, couldn't get in. And I was like, what? And he's like, you want to give me a $500 deposit? I'll hold it for you. And it was a scam. It wasn't him. It wasn't his house. The guy had no business being there. And I didn't give him the money. And I literally called Westport police on my way out. I was like, I think there's a guy who was scamming people for money on a house over on River Road. Over here, coming up on the right-hand side, are these condos that I remember when they were built. And I remember wanting to live here when I was older. And they're still here and they still look great. One is for rent. 508-255-245-2811. If anybody is interested in renting that one of those condos. Now's my chance. So there's a lot of houses that are kind of nestled into the woods to the left and to the right. For the most part, nothing has changed on this road. Unlike Little Compton, there's been some builds. This is a build over here on the left, but I think it was already there and they built on it. But nothing has really changed here. Everything has stayed the same. I hope they never sell this land and it just stays just like this. It's very different than Little Compton, where I feel like new houses are kind of popping up. Over here, there is a house that when I was in my 20s, before I had kids, I was driving out home from the beach and my car broke down. I pulled over into a side area here. There's a sign that says Holly. And I walked across the street to the house, which is right here, this one over here on the left. And I asked if I could use their phone. And I called like everybody whose number I had memorized and nobody picked up. Nobody was around. And I was like, fuck. And it's hard to find. Was driving to the beach to go surfing. Saw my car on the side of the road and he was like, oh wait, I can fix that. And it was like a hose and he attached it. I just didn't know. Anyway, that happened one day here too. I can't be sure, but I had heard Billy Joel owned a house over here on the left, like closer to the water. I'm not sure. Down that way. As I say, there's no building, but some of these things are new. This farm over here is new on the left. I hate these modern looking houses. It just doesn't make sense, but if I lose you temporarily, it's only temporary. Once we hit the area that I'm going, it picks back up again. Morning. So there's a place here we're going to pass in, and I don't know if that's county, but maybe 10 years ago, they were looking for an innkeeper to live here for the summer and run the inn. And I was a stay-at-home mom at the time. The kids were small. I was married to Jeff, and I asked Jeff if we could do it. And he was almost on board with it, but he worked, and it would have been so far away. This is Spindle Rock Club is over here on the left. There's water all the way to my left as well. Not the ocean, but to the left. It would have been so far for Jeff to get here. It would have taken him like an hour and a half to get to work. And we were newly married, but I thought it was a wonderful idea. And there was no payment. It was just you got to run the inn and live here for this. Oh no. What is this? Trash. Trash. No new builds. Jesus. Anyway. This is the inn right here on the right, this gray building. I'm not sure if it's been open or active. It's closed up now, that's for sure. But that was the inn. All right, this is like where I grew up, going to the beach. So we're technically in Westport right now. Now, you can go down there, but, well, I'll bring you down there, but it's not where we would normally go. This is just like a turning around point, but anyway. You can walk down here. You can drive down there too, but we don't go that way. Now, Elephant Rock Beach is a private beach club. You have to be a resident of Westport to be able to go to Elephant Rock Beach, or you have to go on like a waiting list. I mean, like you just can't become a member to Elephant Rock Beach Club. We had someone who had a pass here, and when I was in my 20s, there was a man by the name of Peter Fryer. His family owned one of these houses. Peter Fryer had an Elephant Rock Beach pass, and he gave that to me every year as my year-long tip for every one of his beverages. He never tipped me. He only gave me an Elephant Rock Beach pass, and that was my tip for the year. And so I used to be able to come here in my little black BMW, and I used to be able to park here with no issues whatsoever. Here, can't get in. We're getting able to do this because members only, but you can come at night. And you can walk around and park, but during the day, you can't park here. They'll have somebody at the gate. But this is where I come in the off season all the time. Down the end, there is another beach to be called Howland Beach. I think they renamed it. You can buy passes to that beach. I thought about buying one this year. I'm not sure if I'm going to, but go there. Hold on. America. That's the rock. That's called Elephant Rock. Kind of looks like an elephant, obviously. All the way down there, all the way around this curve. You see the rock over there? That rock is actually a rock you can swim out to. Even high tide, you can swim out to it. There's a fissure in the middle between the two. There's a lower rock. There's a higher rock. There's a space in between. I'm saying it like this, but it's much bigger. That rock, you can jump over, get it to the other side, and you can jump off the edge into the deep part of the ocean. And when I was a kid, I used to do it all the time. And in my 20s, I came here one day and I did it, and I got taken by a wave and I got my whole arm cut open by like a barnacle. and it was bad. But there's a beach that you can go to. It's a shower. This will all be open soon enough. That's it. Reset. Good morning. All right, good morning. All right, that's it. We just wanted to say good drive. This is Elephant Rock Beach Club. Bunch of guys getting out of a bus car. Beach. Over Elephant Rock. There, the side, Mom would car, and we would take out all of our stuff and go over the fence and go to the beach, like right over here. And then she would drive down and she would park the car and then walk back. But it would be like over here. Jeffrey and I came out here like on one of our first dates too, actually. This is one of the newer houses, the one on the right-hand side. Looks like they're here for the season. Oh no, it looks like painters are here. They're not here yet. Oh, they're getting all new things. Oh, Wait, I'm confusing that with another one. Holy shit. Right here, Atlantic Beach Club is where you can get a pass. It used to be called Howland Beach Club. See Howland Road, and now it's different. Holy shit. This house is massive. Ew. This green roof is just ridiculous. So ridiculous. I get it, but like, what? Why? One of my favorite things to do with Jeffrey is to drive out here. Drive around, look at the houses we will never own. Like, how rich do you have to be able to buy a house down here at Westport River Road? I'm sure I say it wrong. It's a Coxit, but I say it Coxit. The Coxit Chapel is over here. There's the Coxit Country Club. They have a little golf course over here. Right there. PGA of America, New England. See? Oh, fucking gorgeous. Gorgeous. That house is being completely redone, and they just got a new stone wall. Anyway, isn't it gorgeous? And animals, lots of fox. Oh, they got an awning. I love a good awning. I love the shade of an awning. And I know it is related to the Brick Alley pub and to Abraham Manchester's. They both had awnings. Brick Alley obviously have awnings, but Abraham Manchester's was a restaurant that was on the same property where the barn was. Oh, there's the Coxit Chapel. We just passed it. I love a good awning. I actually, I can't invest anything into my house. My mother owns the house. She doesn't want to do anything to the house. It's a tricky subject. Take out any equity in the house. My mother doesn't want to. She's in charge. But, and we don't need it, but if I could, I would put awnings on my house. I would take off the siding. I would put wood shingles. I would put up black and white striped awning on all of the windows, and I would dig up my driveway in the back and put a seashell, crushed seashell driveway. That could fix me. All right, let's take a look and see what I didn't discuss now that we've kind of like recentered ourselves. Let's get back to being dumb whores. Fucking Kane last night. Jess Walsh has her show, and she put Kane on it because he's thirsty and he wants a platform, and his sucks and nobody will listen. So he's on, and if you haven't watched it, I would recommend going to the part where I come on, and it is so easy to outsmart Kane. It may be my new fucking hobby. Like he is such like a contradiction. He is so pathetic. Like you ask him a question and he like says something, and then you like reason it with him. You're like, well, so like what about like this and this? And he's like, oh, I don't mean it like like I don't know if Kane has any authentic convictions about anything in life. Like everything is just, he's like, I mean, I like Jake. I really like Jake. Jake is a terrible person. Can you explain to me how you can say he's a terrible person, but then you can say like you like him? How is that? How does that work? And it happens like multiple times where I like would ask him a question and then he like crashes out like when you get him in a corner. It's like a fucking caged animal. He's like one of the fucking Ridgeland fucking farm fucking beagles. Like they just can't make eye contact. What I recommend is, and I can't tell you what to do because God knows I don't want anybody telling me what to do. I actually get mad. But let's just say we're in a space where you don't get mad if somebody tells you what to do. Let's pretend. Don't ever listen to Kane. Don't go on any of his shows. Don't watch. I came on because there was some shit being said about me, so I had to fucking jump in and fucking set him straight. But like, ugh. All right. I turned my phone the other way because I can't deal with it the other way. Now I can see the chat. Oh, my mental health, and this drive does it for me every time. And I wasn't really, there's a lot going on. I'm not going to be able to do long 24 on 24s, I don't think. Why is this car on the wrong side of the road? Oh, because there's a biker. Jesus Christ. Scare the fucking shit out of me. You scare me. You stay on your side. Sharing the road with you. Heather, happy birthday. I also spoke with Jess from Rob Roy Academy, and she said that besties have been showing up to multiple Rob Roy Academy locations for services, and she thanks us. If you guys don't know, Rob Roy Academy is where I went and got my hair done. I went to the one in Fall River. You can just walk in and they have students there who aren't just rogue students. It's not like fucking, Greece. It's like an actual school, and they have teachers there that will watch them and help them. And you can go in and get haircuts and coloring and brows and all of those things at discounted rates. And it helps students work and practice on real humans so that they will become, high functioning members of the beauty world. And I got my hair done there with just literally the best experience. And I think tomorrow I might pop in to see if they can do something with my brows. I don't know what that'll look like, but maybe. I was just thinking maybe just pop in. I don't need anything done with my hair, although I do need it. I'm in desperate need of a trim. This might be just a little too long. Maybe we could do that. I'm not really sure, but I think we're going to go there tomorrow. Of course, I will take you with me if I go, but please consider going to Rob Roy Academy wherever there is one near you. They are just, it's just the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? Best of both worlds. Inexpensive, and the kids get to practice. Just a trim. Just a trim. What else do I need to discuss and talk about? This has been kind of a boring one, but my head's not in the game today. I have a lot of things in my mind. A lot, actually. Today is actually a little bit of a packing day for me as well. I am trying to narrow down my outfits that I need. And getting some things ready. Fuck, I forgot to call Style and Hair Bestie. I promise I will do that when I am done. I also have to pee. So what else is new? So up there is straight is where you go. That's that takes you to South Shore. I mean, not directly, the fucking hall out there. Over here, by the way, right over here, there's a little house. And next door to it is the little post office right there. And both of those things were for sale. And you run the post office. I also wanted to do that too. Many dreams and many, many dreams. Shout out to my urine. Why did I eat my cinnamon bun? Did I see a interaction between Runkle and Aiden yesterday? Did I see some sort of an interaction? Like something going on there? I when I went to look at it, I was busy, and so I like was you don't know how I feel. Are they right? What I thought I saw somebody comment to Runkle that they've been harassed by Aiden. Runkle saying, I'll look into it. And Aiden saying, the fuck you will. Is that what I saw? Is that what happened? I don't know if that's true. I'm not starting a rumor. I'm just saying I don't know. I only saw I will not have the time. I will need the cliff notes from all of you. What was happening? It felt like Rekeita stuff wrong, so I will stay away from this one until I know for sure. On my agenda today was like, what could we do if there was no X or something like that? Like, what would it be like if there was no X for a week? Like, maybe Elon has the power to shut it down for 1 week so we can all just kind of reset. I feel like I spend less time on there than the average person. And there are people that live on there. Also, shout out to Maggie. Maggie is out covering the Maya Milete trial for her husband. Very fascinating, but I'm so proud of her. I get it why everybody was refreshing their feeds when I was in court for Karen Reed. I was refreshing Maggie's fucking feed every fucking second for a new update. It's addictive, and she's so good at it. And I'm so proud. I'm so proud of her. She had 500 followers yesterday. This is a really fascinating story, but this woman basically was married to a guy for a long time. They have 3 kids. I think they were married for 20 years. And the husband kind of got wind of her cheating on him with a coworker. And he was trying to get spells put on her. Spells. He was speaking to spellcasters on the internet to try to get her to get a spell to fall in love with him again, or to cause her it's crazy. I've got to have Maggie on the show because it's such an interesting fucking story. So basically, this is, and by the way, he drives a black Lexus like Karen's. but the story is nuts. Essentially, like the day that she basically said she was filing for a divorce and she contacted an attorney for a divorce is the last day that she was heard from. It also coincidentally was the day that her coworker that she was having an affair with, his wife had a baby on the same day. And you see her pull into the house through video footage, then you don't see her again. And then the family is worried, her family, and they show up to the house and he's like, she's been locked in her room and she's not coming out. And the family goes to the house and they don't like break into her room or anything. They like knock on her door. She never responds. They leave. And like, she was gone already at that point. There's a video that captures him backing his car into the driveway where you can't see him. He leaves for an extended period of time. His kids were outside. There's gunshots or something that's heard on a camera. It's crazy. She's dead, right? She's undoubtedly dead. He undoubtedly killed her. He undoubtedly took her body in the back of the Lexus and brought it somewhere. And he's finally being charged with her murder. But it is crazy because all you need is reasonable doubt. And I think when they started talking in opening statements yesterday and bringing up the guy that she was having the affair with and messages between the two of them, where he was basically like, my life will be over if anybody finds out about this. His wife was pregnant. Like, now is there reasonable doubt that it could have been him? It's just fascinating. And there are no media allowed, no pool cameras. They have a sketch artist. And there's no cameras in there, which is crazy. And Maggie is trying to get in. She's in the overflow room. And I think she's basically said that the mainstream media that's there is in charge of who gets to be in the courtroom, and she can't get in the courtroom. And girl, I know what that's like. And I think it's crazy that she's an independent journalist. She's trying to get in there and she can't. And so I'm invested in that part of it too, like that side story about she's an independent journalist wanting to cover this. So it's a crazy story. If you're not following Maggie, her name is Maggie Winterton, I believe. I retweeted some of her stuff yesterday, so you can find it on my X account. If anybody wants to like say her socials and stuff while I'm driving, obviously I can't, but you're more than welcome to drop it in there. Oh, there she is. Hi, Maggie. Mainstream will not let her go in. It's very frustrating, but she is at least there and good, showing up every day, and I love it. I literally was refreshing her feed every fucking 30 seconds when I was like, she was live tweeting. Live tweeting is amazing to be viewing it that way. I can see what the appeal was, everybody. So I hope that she continues to show up. And Maggie, did they say how long they anticipate this trial will be? It's crazy though, they don't have a body. So, I mean, they're essentially saying, obviously, she's murdered or she's dead, but no body. 3 months? They say it's going to take 3 months. Holy shit. Yikes. Karen Reed 2.0. 3 months. Also, this is on a West Coast time zone. So Maggie is very like much after us. You know what I mean? So it was weird to see her tweeting at like 7 o'clock our time last night, you know, because it's such a time difference, but it's great content. Please follow her. She should be at 1,000 followers by the end of the week. It's very interesting. If anybody connects to Melanie Little, do me a solid and share Maggie's profile with Melanie. In the event that Melanie brings up this trial, I know she can't really because, well, she might, because there's no live feed from there or anything like that. let them know that Maggie is a great point person for her inside the courtroom or the courthouse at a minimum. And I will never forget the day that Melanie Little, talked about on her show one of my tweets from Inside Karen Reed 1.0. It was very hard to explain, but my phone was blowing up like crazy because you had this legend that was on YouTube, and she was like, well, there's a girl in the courtroom called Jessica Machado, and it was wonderful for my platform, and I got a lot of followers from her sharing my work. So if by any chance anybody has a connection to Melanie, let them know that Maggie is the boots on the ground over there, and she'd be a great person for her to connect with, or at least follow so she can get information. It's a fascinating trial, and the story is crazy, and the family, and then you add to it the spells and everything like that. It's wild. It's a wild, wild story. So I'm very curious to see how it's going to pan out. Plus you add like the guy that she was having the affair with. I guess there was some rumor too that Maya had been pregnant by the boyfriend, coworker, and they went to like very extreme lengths to conceal their communications. A lot of the communications were deleted and never retrieved. It's crazy. It's a crazy story, and I'm actually glad to watch this one from a perspective of you. Yes, she had a procedure for that pregnancy. Crazy. She clearly was unhappy. She wanted to get a divorce. Like with many women, it's like, can I be a single parent? And the idea of a divorce seems so daunting. Anyway, we're skipping the casino because we have sand on our feet and we have Nike slides. I'm sorry. Although it is crazy. It's right there. Just go play one machine. I can't. Thanks. Bye, Sino. Bye, Sino. What's going on over here? This is always a little chaotic little intersection. Hi, Laura. This guy's got like a metal thing hanging out of his car. You better not go on the highway with it hanging out like that. Final destination happening right here. Sir, you should not go on the highway with it like that. That's not a good idea. Are you really going on the highway like that? Ugh. I don't appreciate that at all. Bay Harbor Beauty, I got a package from you yesterday. I opened it up and it has a product in it. Can you please tell me what I do with that? It has a paper in it. It's okay. So I don't know the name of what it is that you sent me. It's in a taller bottle. I think what it says is that you put this on first and then you put your moisturizer and everything. I tested this on my hand and I don't know what to think because it's not a lotion. It's not I don't know what it is. I put it on my hand and it kind of made my hand, what is the way I want to describe that? It had the texture of like a gel, but then it felt like a cornstarch. Does that make sense? What are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? I don't know. I can't describe what it did to my hands. And it also made it look dewy on my hand. So I was like, do I put this on my face? What happens when I put makeup over it? Cornstarch. Do you know, not cornstarch, but do you know what's the way I want to think about this? What is it that happens when you put cornstarch in water and like it has that texture sometimes where it's liquid and then when you push it, it turns hard? It had like, I don't know what it is, but what is it like when I put makeup over it? Does the dewiness go away? Does it? I don't know. I'm going to try it when I come back. I can't risk it before the wedding and then be confused and not know what to do. I will say no allergic reaction or anything on my test on my hand. But I just don't know what it was. Try it on your face. After you cleanse, it will absorb. Oh. Okay, got it. Oh. I don't know if cornstarch is the right word. It was almost just like you expect it to be a like a gel kind of. I don't really know. I don't know exactly what I'm saying. I'll do a demonstration of it and I'll show you what you do a demo. You do a demo on it, please. You do. All right. We're getting close to the end. Oh, you already have one? Thank you. There's a demo on your Instagram. I will actually go watch that. Okay, perfect. I went from having no products to many products. It's just me, but I get overwhelmed. I will say I use the, what is the, I don't know the names of them. I should go through it. I should do a whole skincare routine and show everybody what I do. I should do that. Aesthetically, it won't be great, but I should do that and show you all what I use and how I do it. I mean, the eye fucking shit is it. I mean, if I had to pick one item, I'm getting the eye stuff. It's a game changer. It just makes me look so much better. It's like not even, you don't even have to wait. Like, I feel like I put it on and then like the next time I look in the mirror, it's like snatched. I don't know. I've never really had any product where I was just like, okay, that makes a difference and I can't do without that. You know what I mean? And then she gave me the other one where I said, like, can I just use the eye thing all over my face? And she sent me this other one. And also that works as well. So I've been using, and I would say I use that less. I mean, not that, the other one, the water, like moisturizer gel, it's the yellow one. I use that less because that's all I had in the beginning. So I put that on my face all the time. But now that I have the eye thing and the other thing, I mean, I don't want to lie. Like I wash my face and then I put that on. I put that on my eyes and I put the other one on the rest of my face. And it's almost like just that's it right now. But I never miss a day with those things. I use the eye one twice a day. I use it all in the morning and then I use it again at night. I don't fuck around with it. I never miss a day with the eyes. I'm not missing a day with the eye stuff at all. Like ever. And I've explained this and I'm just going to say this. I know there are product queens out there. Like TT is a product queen. Okay. TT has so many products. Georgia is a product queen. Julia, not so much. Julia's more like me. I'm not a product girl, obviously. When you met me, I admitted that I use soft soap to wash my face. So for me to go from like 0 to 100 is a lot. I get overwhelmed. I lose my patience. So all of the products that Bay Harbor Beauty sent me, I struggled to use them all in like on the daily, but I naturally have gravitated towards the things I love, and the fucking eye shit. That's not the way I should have said that. I'm sorry. The eye thing and the other one that matches it are the best two things I've ever tried in my life. And it literally changed my self-esteem. I'm in menopause. My skin is dry. It sags overnight. It's bullshit and it's not fair. And I am not getting Botox and I am not doing fillers. And so what does a girl who doesn't want to do any of those things do? You put this eye stuff on your eyes and it tightens everything up. And I don't look as sad and pathetic and haggard. And that changed my whole fucking mentality one day. I was just like, okay, I don't have to like just accept that I look tired and old. And it just sucks. You know what I mean? It sucks that it happens. It sucks that you have no control over it. It sucks. And I'm not spending the money. And even if I had the money, I have the money. I could probably find somebody to partner and do a collab with, and they could do Botox on my face in exchange for me talking about it, and it would be free, and I still wouldn't do it. Nothing against it. I just I wouldn't do it. I'm not putting botulism in my face. No offense if you do it. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying for me. No. We're almost home. I don't want to panic about this, but I was given the name of a woman who could hem George's dress. And that woman, I called her. I have not gotten a call back. Now, I understand this is a crazy thing. It's Tuesday, and we need the dress for Saturday. I hear you. With that being said, I can do it myself. I don't want to because I'm afraid I'm going to fuck it up. If anybody has a Vavo that can take up a dress for me that has a little bit of a chiffon outer layer, please text me. I know it's the last thing hanging over my head, and it's really been something like George has been the problem. She has just not been cooperating. All right, I have to make a stop, and I'm going to end this live because I have to make a stop and do something, and then I will. I'm going to decide about our last class. I want to do the last class because I want to get it over with, but I've got so much to do, so I'm not 100% sure. We'll be back again for 24 on 24. Don't worry. Tomorrow, and we're doing Bunny After Dark tomorrow, the last one before the weekend. So don't worry about that. Thanks for following me. Thanks for joining today. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
It's all your favorite Jess Machado songs on one CD. Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Grab my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit this city. Before I leave, brush my teeth, say goodbye to Jack. When I leave for Bunny After Dark, I'm not coming back. It's all the hits you've always loved in one place. Just so everyone knows, it's alright because I got Jeff his new guitar. And that's okay, cause my family is the best thing for me. Whether you're singing in the car by yourself or hanging out with your besties, there's a song for everybody. How much is that coffee at Society? Last week it was 50 cents less. How much is that coffee at Society? I don't care if this causes a mess. Recruiting seagulls, dishing about politics, or just straight up gossiping, this is the CD for you. One low price of $19.99. The chat I can't see. I'm driving and the sun's in my eyes. I love 24 on 24. I said I'm getting all the views. Sorry, Brian and Crawford, I told you before. Don't fuck with me, I'm a Fall River whore. Don't fuck with this Fall River whore. All songs, all decades, all moods, all Jess. I got a new life, you'd hardly recognize me. I'm so glad that Kayla Churchill and Jen Altman are not in my life. I don't care about all of my stupid haters. That is right. Eat my asshole. I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Get out of bed and call today.